Alright guys, we're back. So my question, do you have a food fetish? What? That's the normal thing in art these days. Hey, thank you very much, Joe. I guess today it's painting practice. I have a couple of hours, so let's see how far I can push this one. What is this stream hour? I don't know, man. What's the time over there? I mean, it's morning here, kinda. Plus, there's only Koreans on the art section right now, so we have to fight that. Korean art streaming beasts, yes. That is correct. They have their own internet. Honestly, I have no idea if they stream art. Korea closed. I think they closed the monetization, so they can probably get money elsewhere or use some other like ways to get subscribers. Maybe I might be wrong, but yeah. I don't know why people leave Twitch after end of monetization. You mean why they don't leave or why they leave? Hey, Sunday. Yeah, this is Monster Hunter fan art and painting exercise, I guess. I've been inking for a very long time, so I forgot how to paint, so I'm slowly trying to to bring back some of the forgotten skills. One layer mod challenge, kinda. Yeah. There's that as well. Yeah. It's more what do you call it? More freestyle kind of approach as well. Zero Montana level Twitch even do not roll ads, and almost no one left the platform. Strange people who stream on green side. Don't remember its name. Keck, right? I mean, they can monetize like, through other means. I'm not sure how you do it in Russia, but yeah, maybe crypto. Billiam, thank you for the follow, and Nami no, thank you for the follow. Is art stream a good source for revenue? No, I don't make any money. It's not for the money, it's for the... Why do I do it? It's a way to, I guess, have more fun while working. It's more fun to stream your process, chat with viewers. And it's a good way to get new followers, get potential clients, and to fight shadow banning on other websites. I'm shadow banned on Instagram, but I can get new followers through Twitch, so... Why shadow banned? I shared a meme 2 years ago, and it was the wrong meme to share, so I was shadow banned for 9 months. And after my sentence was over, they told me that I was shadow banned. So they don't tell you when you are shadow banned, they tell you after the sentence is over. And I think I'm on a list since then, so I haven't gotten any new follower for the past 4 years. What meme was it? It's someone like, it wasn't like a meme that I shared. It was someone else's meme, and I just shared it on my story. It was just there for 24 hours, and they shadow banned everyone who shared that meme. So I think the meme was a guy sitting inside a cardboard box, and the text says cardboard boxes are 100% effective against bombs, I guess, something like that. Was like when the start of the Russian-Ukraine war. So there was community note, or what do they call it on Instagram? Like shit, I don't remember the term. Similar to community notes, so they're like an expert note under the meme, and the note said that cardboard box don't block explosions. So everyone who shared the meme was like sharing fake news because someone might believe it. And I was shadow banned for 9 months. Technically until now. Yeah, it is stupid. But yeah, that was the reason. Zoe, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I believe anarchy is the best way to control social media space. No big eye above us. Just users control other users. What do you mean? Like through user notes, or what do they call it on Twitter? Community guidelines, right? Or community notes. It could run wild. Feature creatures. Thank you very much. Passing would be a bit out of hand. Like maybe there exists a bigger cult than Christianity or Islam. Wait, what? What do you mean? Gasharban, after random post where you didn't make any bad things, even not your content, just repost, and they stopped show people who interested in art. Yeah. Imagine I start an account and I just feed the people what they want to hear. 4 years later, we crown our first social media born emperor. I don't understand. We're talking about like controlling what content is shared. Yeah, going back to the point where like you can have people filtering their own kind of work or like posts. Even if Big Brother is not included, then you can just you can have it the other way where you control other mediums that control thoughts, and then you have the people already thinking the correct way without you imposing it. But I don't think that worked. That's why you have that big control on social media. I think that's the risk when you have everyone, when you give everyone similar access to like sharing their ideas online. It was a lot more controlled before, where the what do you call it, the key or like the entry fee was really high. Like you need to own a newspaper or like a radio show or something. Now everyone can just create their YouTube or Twitter X and just start posting. No, I haven't played. I watched a lot of the gameplay stuff, but yeah, I didn't play. There's no time to play games anymore. I think the next game that I'm looking forward to is Space Marines 2. That's pretty much guaranteed that I'm gonna try it. And maybe the DLC for The Lies of P. 100% getting that. Mr. Sir Lupez, thanks for the follow. Factorio, yeah, of course, yeah. It is. The only game that I'm playing right now is Backpack Battle. It's like I have 15 minutes to kill, so just fire the game and play around. Yeah, Factorio is really fun. Even like fun to watch as well. Fun to watch like streams, like other people playing. Just have it in the background. And the music or ambient music of the game is really, really nice. Are there any books or resources you would recommend to intermediate artists to improve? Yeah, it all depends on your current level. Probably check Learned Squared, sorry. Check that website, see if there's anything suitable for your level. Most of the stuff there are like more advanced, but there are some like beginners videos. Not super beginner, but yeah, at least like some guideline kind of videos, how to initiate ideas and sketch and stuff. Yeah, the most fun in Factorio is when you reach the end and you have your long range cannons and you can just blast everything on the map. You have your bots kind of distributing ammunition. So, like when you feel the ultimate kind of power. Yeah, my struggle with Factorio was always getting iron production to be like super efficient. Iron is not a problem. One short section. I found couple interesting books written by who? N. Lee. Betting knowledge just need to start. Books and videos can help only if you searching how to solve a problem. Won't help you if you think that you will be a master after reading it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, it's all about the grind. Yeah, like you have to paint for hundreds and hundreds of hours. There's no shortcut. My current level of drawing is late night Photocopy drawing before sleep as hobby. Let me free mind from existing thoughts and problems. Okay. This is interesting. I mean, some books are yeah, they're like a good source for knowledge, as you said, like solving issues, solving problems in art. But yeah, it's better when you have someone actually painting in front of you or someone correcting you, because that's like 100% 100% better. It can save years and months from trying to figure things out by yourself. Maybe the ultimate shortcut would be to get a teacher or join. Not sure if it's like a school, but yeah, at least if you join a program where you can get good feedback, maybe paint over. I'm ready to get in the ring. Yes, I missed the match yesterday, so I watched like the recap. Pretty good. I have to still like watch some reviews. Seem much more limited than videos. Yeah, that's the nature of the medium. Let me get this call. All right. What else, guys? What else? So after watching Kingdom of Heaven for the second time, so technically I forgot the whole movie. I watched 5 hours video on YouTube going over the first Crusade. It's pretty interesting. The second Crusade video is not out yet. I was watching some of the like third Crusade kind of videos. The history surrounding the Crusades. Yeah, it is actually interesting. because I have read a book about it, but it's different when you are like watching a video with like all the battles and the movements and all the characters and who's involved. It's like gives you a more overview kind of image of what was happening back then. Um, those shoulders looked so cool. I mean, you have that as well, yeah. What's funny is that you have the what do you call it? The Seljuk army and the Turkish tribes and the Arab Muslim armies. They used the same tactic for 100 years, and after 100 years, finally the Crusaders figured out like a way to counter it, which was like a faint retreat. So the army, like the Muslim army, will retreat, and then the Crusaders will just follow, and they will surround them and like, kill them all. It took them 100 years to figure that out. But yeah, I haven't watched what happened after, so I'm not sure like in terms of like tactics of war, like what changed after that. Probably, yeah, there's that. No one survived. What's interesting as well is that whenever the Crusaders took a city, they will kill everything in the city, including the Christians. So and there is cannibalism as well, so you got that. What else? You have the Byzantine Empire as well, the Eastern Byzantine Empire also like suffering from the Crusaders. There was a lot of like so in terms of like looking at the map, you have Europe. It's the how do you Is this like Europe? I don't know. We've got Africa here. You got the Black Sea here somewhere, right? Then you have the Red Sea. So you have the Byzantine Empire, which was somewhere, think like that. Yeah, something like that. And then, so they have to grant passage to all the Crusaders coming from France. So, and like the percentage of Crusaders who would eventually reach the Levant is like so small compared to like the amount of them leaving. Like they keep fighting inside of the Byzantine Empire. And those who survive, if they survive, like the what do you call it, the Turkic tribes, like finally they're like a very small percent will like get there. It's ironic that religion followed a form of evolution, survival of the strongest. Oh, what do you mean exactly? The diseases were atrocious. Yeah. There's that as well. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Do you have like plagues and stuff like killing hundreds of thousands? Yeah. All right, not bad. And there was a lot of infighting between all sides. So it's like interesting to look at that as well. It wasn't like you have two major like blocks fighting all the time. So it was a lot of so many different sides fighting over like power. That was also very interesting to look at. The current religions we know swallowed up all weaker versions, either by being better and convincing people, or just straight up murder of all non-believers. There is a mix of both to some extent. because you have the Crusades happening in the Levant, but then you have the Crusades happening in Eastern Europe as well against the pagans. So yeah, technically non-survived, right? Like either you convert to Christianity or like you're dead. So but you can't deny that Christianity is more appealing than the pagan kind of religions. I guess anything is better than human sacrifice. In a way, we can thank current religion. Some of the other beliefs were mental. Yeah, absolutely. Like you have the Incas sacrificing people for the sun god. So yeah, I mean, Christianity would be way much appealing for these guys. Considering that it wasn't as tame as it is right now. It wasn't all like loving and pacifist. Still, it was like a better option than paganism. Our crops were suspiciously better. Same thing was happening in Egypt. They were sacrificing virgins to the Nile when there's no flood, I guess. So, or to prevent the flood. I'm not sure which was it, but yeah. The main religion are absolute brutal in their text. Just people don't practice it. Can you give an example? That's where I think Christianity is slightly better. They are considered asleep. I personally prefer that. You mean as a pacifist? You mean right now? Didn't like World War One and World War Two play a big role in that? You have like the church blessing the German army, and then you have the church blessing the French army. And I guess people just lost their kind of trust in the church in preventing like The mass death happening, millions of people, 100 millions of people died. So the church wasn't like, okay, let's stop the war, and each side got their church to back them up. For example, how people that quit Islam needs to be executed, that's one view only. But it's not true. You don't have to be executed. And it's funny that I haven't heard anyone from the Muslim side try to argue otherwise. Because I heard both arguments, and I think on the... I'm not sure, like there's different point of views, but yeah. The one that is saying that if you leave Islam you have to be executed, then I think it's a very weak argument. Especially looking at the text and looking at history as well. But for some reason no one is like pushing back in terms of arguing the other side. Or let's say those who say if you leave their religion then you have to be executed, then they're not looking at the other arguments in good faith. But they have like a good argument when it comes to... Depends on the side, if you're Christian or if you're atheist, liberal, then it is the same. So I guess like they have a good argument as well. It's like, yeah, if you leave religion you have to be executed, and it's the same everywhere, so I can see the point as well. Because it's the same in liberalism. Western Christians are borderline atheists. They are really commit to it. China Christians are going to prison believing they have secret prayer groups where they run around possessed by the Holy Spirit. Oh yeah, I think I've seen some of that. Yeah, it's it's a weird, like the type of Christianity that reached China. This in the had, isn't it? Yeah, but there's different views on it. That's what I'm saying. And it's the same in Christianity, same in liberalism as well. In Islamic jurisprudence calls for death penalty of those who refuse to repent of apostasy from Islam. Statements or acts qualify as apostasy, and whether how they should be punished are disputed among Islamic scholars. So the view that I've seen is that it's better to have public apostasy rather than having someone who hides apostasy, right? And it makes sense. Like, yeah, you don't want people pretending. It's better to be like all in the open. And people who argue that as an apostate, like you have to be killed, then they have to prove that from history as well. But there is so many counter arguments from history. There's a big difference between the human law and divine book. No, but I mean It's not about human law, it's about terminology, right? Because it was used a lot in terms of it was used in politics as well, and I'm talking like Islamic history. Because what does it mean to be an apostate, right? So if you hold a different view other than the one that is agreed on by the I guess the state, then you are an apostate. So it was used a lot in like killing political opponents, and that was kind of the source behind the whole thing. But if you go back way back, like at the beginning, there's no they can't like back up the claims. But again, like it's the same in liberalism and other religions. So yeah, it becomes much harder if you like technically the divine book is not completely divine. So yeah. The Maldives is massively divided by different interpretations of Islam. Do they consider each other apostate? That's the thing. So it depends on how which understanding you take. So, for example, if you look at the ideology of ISIS, which is the extreme of the extreme. They have something that is called the 10 steps, or the 10 apostasy steps, not steps, points. I'm not sure like what's the translation is going to be. So it's like 10 things if you do, then you are an apostate, and they can like your blood is free, like they kind of like can kill you, not just kill you, like they can kill you and take your money and wife. And one of these 10 steps is that let's say person A, so you have ISIS here, yeah, and they consider person A an apostate. He's not a Muslim anymore for any political reason, yeah. And this is you are person B. Now they will ask you, like, what do you think of person A? Now, if you say, well, I don't know, then you are like him. So whatever applies to person A now applies to person B, because he did not declare the same opinion as them. And let's say you have person C and he said, well, no, wait, like B is still a Muslim, then he, like, the same rule applies to him as well. So it's like a big chain. And it happened before in history a couple of times. Like ISIS is the latest one. The Islam Sunni represent 9% of Muslims. Yeah, true. When I first learned of these groups, I assumed they were all the same group, just having changed over time. They're all different and are at war with each other. In a way, yeah, in a way. I mean, one of the issues, if you read, like, if you go back in history, one of the issues was what was it? The question if the Quran is the word of God, is it eternal or is it created? Now it's a philosophical question. It doesn't really affect anything. But they managed to convince the caliph that to one position, and then anyone who believed in the other position became a non-Muslim. So you have stuff, a lot of stuff like that throughout history. It's the same in Christianity as well. Like you have, for example, believing that the Holy Spirit is part of the Trinity. So anyone who said like no, he became a heretic and deemed to be killed. So it's like, okay, the state religion is this now, and if you believe in something else, then yep, good luck. Charcoal brush mostly for the painting. No, I'm using this brush. It's my main painting brush. But for the hair, I was trying different stuff just to add texture. Yeah, it took an hour and a half, yeah. That's why I usually photo bash the hair, because it does take a lot of time. And I'm not as expert as Mr. Evenly. He's like god tier when it comes to painting hair. The trick he does is using a lot of layers. I don't do that because I kind of like don't see the point, but the way he does it is that so he creates a new layer. For example, you want to add a highlight, so you do like one, let's say one stroke, and then you switch to an eraser, soft eraser, then you erase. So you create this kind of one single stroke, which is hard to create when you're painting because you need this like soft transition, and you repeat the process again and again. But to make it more kind of natural looking, he adds another layer that allows him to do this or like overlapped. So for example, like one more, so you're not like erasing the details that you did before. What you're looking for is just to have that sharp line with like a smooth transition around it, something like that. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but yeah. So if you watch his videos, he has like 1,000 layers. For each stroke, like he adds a new layer, and then I think he immerses everything at the end. Just one layer. I'm painting the hair. I was like using 2 layers because I added one layer on lighten mode, but now like everything is merged. I'm even like painting the white, and then I'm gonna clean it at the end because it's easier to work on one layer. It's more fun as well. It feels more like you're sculpting. I'll work on 3. Why? Why do you need 3 layers? I mean, unless you're keeping the sketch on one layer and you're painting on the other one. Yeah, I merged the sketch long time ago. I still have it on a separate layer, but I don't need it. to paint. Yeah, this is not the most efficient way to work. I will not do this for a client work. Yeah, for personal work, sure. For me, I would be scared of overpainting and not being able to correct. You keep different versions of each. So for example, yeah, I'm painting on one layer, but I have the first version. So this is only the sketch with the underpaint. So I still have this. So if something is off, I can go back. It's not an issue. Hey, Salmon. I like to have character and background separate, but other than that, minimal layers. Yeah, of course. If there is a background, sure, yeah, I'll approach this a different way. Yeah, the background is white, so look that layer and then paint within that just means I can be more rough. Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to do it. Axis Art, thank you for the follow. And Mark, thank you for the follow. I do that for client work or like other more complicated artworks. Sure, yeah. I'll have like a selection for each part, and for example, I'll have a like selection for the goggles. Then I'll lock that layer and then paint the goggles and but yeah, the end result will look clean. But I'm looking for something more painterly for this one. You can fake it at the end. Maybe like once you're done, you can just add another layer and paint over everything, trying to make the colors kind of mix. There's a way around it, but yeah. About 5 layers. So wait, do you do all the colors on one layer under the sketch? Then yeah, I can show you. So this is the sketch, and then this is my flat. And this is the painting I did under. Now I'm gonna clip this to the flat layer, and I'm gonna clip the sketch as well, so it is like cleaner edges. But the amount of painting I did is not that much, so just adding color to the skin, adding shadows, just a rough shadow, adding the highlight, maybe defining the nose because it wasn't defined in the sketch. So defining the nose, adding the colors under the eyes, like make the eyes more defined, adding some blue color. Yeah. And then I merged this and I started painting. So this is the next step. So from this, you get this, which is mostly just defining the the body a little bit more and painting the face. And this is what we have right now. So I fixed the face a little bit. I was working on the hair for this stream, and then I'm using now soft airbrush to make the skin smoother. That's about it. I need one layer for every color. No, that's too much. That's too much. If you're on Twitch, it's nice to see you here. Your work are so good. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So there's blue on the forehead, and then I added blue on like the shoulder. So all the kind of like the highlight on the skin has a little bit of blue hue to it. Thank you very much, Maya. Do you ever like stay in your color history for a color you really liked? What do you mean? What do you mean, like keep swatches for the colors? I don't use the swatches at all. If that's what you mean. Like say that blue color you got there was good, but now it's too tuned down to this skin. I mean, yeah, you can just go back and use adjustment layers to bring some of the colors back. Maybe, for example, at the end you can add a lot of layers, like just to correct stuff. So if you look at some of the Photoshop files, like I have, once the artwork is done, like I would add so many layers on top, like adjustment layers and effects and extra details and stuff. So because yeah, it's very risky to have those like baked in the main artwork. So at the end, yeah, I go crazy, but for painting, one layer is kind of enough for this one. Who did you learn photo bashing from? I know you have mentioned it in the past, but can't remember who it was. It's from these two guys. Let me give you a link. It's mostly this guy. Illustration Unchained. It's for $55. Is it worth it? Yes. Yes, it is. So here you will learn photo bashing, ZBrush for illustrators, and a little bit of Daz. But it's technically photo bashing tutorial. It is really good. And the other one is okay, the other one is this. This one is actually really good as well. $30, very cheap. You will learn level design, photo bashing, a little bit of 3D. But yeah, this is really good for photo bashing. Really, really good. The other one is this bundle here, $40. And this is illustration for film. It's pretty much like a photo bashing tutorial. So this was like the first one I learned from. Merging photos. Yeah, it is. So using photos to create texture. I mean, now AI can do a much better job. But you still need to know the fundamentals. Because in order for you to merge photos together, you need to understand the source of light. You need to be able to match the values between the different textures. You need to understand like where to look for textures and how to match them and which textures work best. So there's a lot more than just the Photoshop skills needed to make two photos look integrated seamlessly. AI can solve a lot of that, but you still need to give it something to work with. Can you use this for Clip Studio? No, and that's why Clip Studio is never going to be good for illustration. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong. Clip Studio is good, but not to that level. She would look great with tattoos. I mean, the main character doesn't have. Maybe she has tattoo. Do you have anything specific? I can try if you want. We can add tattoo on the shoulder. Do you have something cool? Maybe some Celtic design. Clip Studio is really good for line and paint. Yes, it's really good for line. Much better than Photoshop. Way better actually. Clip Studio is for manga and comics, yes. How about tattoos that look like gears in a clock on the shoulder or something? Sure, yeah. I mean, give me a link. We can try it. I can photo bash it in. I'm not gonna design that. Hey, Q. How about a succubus womb tattoo? What, here? I mean, do you have something, any design? I can try it now. I mean, I'm giving you guys the chance to add stuff to the design. It's now or never. We are going to add a tattoo and you can contribute to the design. And another good thing about painting on one layer is that I don't need to use the eraser because I can just paint with white. And it will give like a nice kind of something like this, where like your painting is fading with the background with like brush strokes. That's a nice touch. For kind of inspiration for the gear tattoo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not gonna paint the tattoo. I can photo bash the tattoo. So I need you to give me the art to use it for that. Because it won't look good if it's low quality as well. Like tattoo needs to be like a sharp sharp design. I can't just like do whatever. Won't look good. How often do you stream? So far every day, kinda. Not really. But yeah. I had an NDA project that I couldn't stream for almost a year, maybe. But now that's done, so I can stream more. And I have more commission that I'm allowed to stream, so yeah, I'll be streaming more. Flaming Light, thanks for the follow. A lot of Dota tournaments in Dubai and Riyadh lately. No. Yeah, they're Saudi Arabia is investing a lot in gaming, so Dubai has to catch up. It's like a rivalry system here. Especially with Saudi Arabia announcing 2 years ago that if you want to work with the government of Saudi Arabia, you have to move your office to Saudi Arabia. Meaning they are trying to take businesses away from Dubai, which was kind of like the hub, so all the big companies have their main offices here. And now it's the same with gaming. It was the same with Comic Con, so they started their own cons over there as well. Yeah, in the UAE. And yeah, yesterday it was like, what's the temperature outside? Dubai weather. It's 39. Humidity is 41%. Nice. I've only seen the airport. What do you think? They have the new airport now, but I haven't been there. Yeah, they're saying that's gonna be the biggest airport in the universe. It was a silent airport, so announcements. Only the sound of, I don't know what you call it, the signing voice. Okay. Oh, the call for prayer, yeah. Even the way people dress, yeah. Airport staff dress almost military. Yeah, yeah, that's correct, yeah. I forgot to save, guys. This is the first time saving in 2 hours. The canvas size, it's 5, almost like 5 by 4, 5,000 by 4,000. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Think this is it for today. Not bad so far. I like how the skin turned out. It's soft brush over like the hard brush structure. Not bad. I guess I'm gonna use this filter at the end, give it more like a comic finish. Add some ink at the end. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Anyway, let's save. Let's see who's online. Wait, there's no one online. Let's see art section. Let's see if there's anyone worthy to raid. I got a friend. Let's see. I mean, if it's good art, we can raid, sure. All right, let's see. Wait, what? This content is intended for a certain audience. It may contain drugs, violence, and sexual content. Wow, okay. All right, sure, yeah. Gonna raid AMB. All right, sexual content. Let's raid. Enjoy the raid, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll work on some commissions, maybe finish this one. Maybe do some photo bashing for the tattoo as well. All right, until then, guys, thanks for watching.